Once upon a time, there was a little engine called Edward. He lived in a shed with 4 other engines. They were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. "The driver won't choose you again," they said. "He wants big, strong engines like us." But the driver and fireman felt sorry for Edward. "Would you like to come out today?" they asked. "Oh, yes, please," said Edward. So the fireman lit the fire, made a nice lot of steam, the driver pulled the lever, and Edward puffed away. Look at me now," he said. The other engines were very cross at being left behind. Edward had worked hard all day. The coaches thought he was very kind, and the driver was very pleased. "I'm going out again tomorrow," Edward told the other engines that night. "What do you think of that?" But he didn't hear what they thought, for he was so tired and happy that he fell asleep at once. Another engine that lived in the shed was Gordon. He was very big and very proud. "You watch me, little Edward," he said, "as I rush through with the express. That would be a splendid sight for you." His driver then pulled the lever. "Goodbye, little Edward. Look out for me this afternoon." Edward went off, too, to do some shunting. He liked shunting. It was much fun playing with trucks. He would come up quietly and give them a push. And then he would stop, and the silly trucks would go bump into each other. "Oh!" they cried. "Whatever is happening?" Edward played until there would be no more trucks. Then he stopped for a rest. Quite presently, he heard a whistle. Gordon soon came by, very crossly. Instead of nice shining coaches, he was pulling a very dirty freight train. A goods train, he grumbled. The shame of it, oh, the shame of it." Edward laughed and went off to find more trucks. Then there was trouble. "Gordon can't get up the hill," the porter called to Edward's driver. "Will you take Edward and push him, please?" Edward set off to find Gordon. He found him halfway up the hill, and very cross. The driver and fireman were talking to him severely. "You're not even trying," they said. "I can't do it," snorted Gordon. "The noisy trucks hold an engine back so." Soon Edward's driver came up. "We've come to push you." "No use at all," said Gordon. "You wait and see," replied Edward's driver. Then they brought the train back down to the bottom of the hill. Edward was then coupled up. "I'm ready," said Edward. "No good," grumbled Gordon. They pulled and pushed as hard as they could. "I can't do it! I can't do it! I can't do it!" puffed Gordon. "I will do it! I will do it! I will do it!" puffed Edward. Edward pushed and puffed and puffed and pushed as hard as ever he could. And almost before he realized it, Gordon found himself at the top of the hill. "I've done it! I've done it! I've done it!" he said proudly. Gordon had forgotten all about kind Edward and didn't even say thank you. Edward was left far behind and out of breath, but he felt so happy that he had been so helpful. At the next station, he learned that the driver and fireman were very pleased with him. The fireman gave him a nice long drink, and the driver said, "I'll get out my paint tomorrow and give you a wonderful coat of blue with red stripes. Then you'll be the most smartest engine in the shed."